Hi guys, my name's Doug. Welcome to my messy garage. Today's video isn't quite what I had intended. A surprise business trip has taken me away from home before I was able to finish shooting this week's video. So we're going to make something that'll hopefully fill in, do a good job. We're going to try another $100 shopping spree. This time, instead of Harbor Freight, we're going to try finding $100 worth of small hand tools at Menards. The rules for this one are going to be the same as the last one. We're going to try and spend $100 on small hand tools, shop supplies, that kind of thing. Try and get as much as possible for $100. Ideally, we'll try and keep individual item prices down below 20 bucks, we'll say, and try and get things that are going to be useful. There's no sense buying 10 screwdrivers of the same flavor. Anyways, I'm going to try recording inside the store this time. Putting this camera in my pocket, I should be able to do that without bringing anybody's attention. But if a store employee decides that I'm not allowed to record, I'll go back to the same method I used last time, take a picture of the product on the shelf before I pick it up. Anyways, thanks for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoy this one.
I know the air I'm breathing, it's no good for my lungs. I do this every season, I hate when summer comes. I fall into a trap that I made by myself. Oh, and I always do the wrong thing. I'm unstable and I'm unsteady, I've lost a million times already, and I'm so sorry, but I'm not able to slow me down. I feel unable and so unworthy, my heart feels heavy, I've lost already, and I'm so sorry, but I'm not able to slow down now. And I'm so sorry, but I'm not able to slow down now. And I'm so sorry, but I'm not able to slow down now. Self-destructive, I take a hit, I love it. Can you give me a second? I'm slow, got blurry vision. I fall into a trap that I made by myself. Oh, and I always do the wrong thing.
Here is my selection. Stay tuned to the end and you'll see how much all of this cost. We'll go over what each of these items are. Starting off here, we've got an angle divisor, and use this to measure one angle and be able to copy it to another one, kind of like a glorified protractor. I figured, for $7 or $8 it wasn't a bad deal. And I'm hoping to get the channel transition to a little bit more, shall we say, metal fabrication. And having something like this in the toolbox, I think will be a useful thing. Here we've got a set of letter stamps. These little 1/8 inch diameter letter punches, A to Z, and a dot punch. Little machinist square should be handy. I've got a kind of an air grinder kind of thing, and having these sanding pads for it I think will be useful. This little nylon flap wheel should be good for stripping paint off of things. We got a whole bunch of Phillips bits that go in like a my Milwaukee M12 impact driver. And also we got some number 2 square. Now they don't say on here anywhere Robertson. Us in Canada we use Robertson screws as opposed to Phillips or Torx. And they're a much nicer screw. These look to me to be basically a Robertson screwdriver. So we'll give them a try and see how they work. We've got a basic multi-tip screwdriver. It says 6-in-1. So I'm guessing that there are a bunch of other bits. With that, here we've got an interesting ruler. And I don't know how well this will show up, but as you scroll, you can see this roller moves. So you can draw a line, pull the roller down, and put another parallel line a given amount. That should be a very handy little thing to have. Got a protractor in it, got inches and centimeter measure. Looks like a decent toy. Micro flush cutters. Who doesn't need flush cutters? When I'm cutting tie wraps or nipping off wires on a circuit board, that kind of thing, flush cutters are absolutely awesome. With the magnifying glass, because I'm getting old and the eyes don't work quite as well as they used to. Automatic center punch. You push it in and it has kind of a hammer release, and it just with a single push it pops and gives you a center mark. Very handy when drilling holes in steel. End nipper pliers. These I use with the Oetiker ear clamps that I like as opposed to a hose clamp, and I've got 2 or 3 pairs of them already, but it's one of those things that you can never find when you go to do an ear clamp. So another pair of those, I forget what they were, not terribly expensive. A couple magnetic pickup tools with telescoping. This one's just a straight magnetic pickup tool. This one has a light built into it, and it's got a little flex so that you can put it down into an area and then pick up. And with cleaning out my toolbox, which was part of the video that I wanted to do this week, I've got a whole bunch of loose sockets of different sizes. We've got 3/8 and 1/4 inch, so I figured these magnetic socket trays would be handy to have. And finally, we've got an interesting 4-in-1 ratchet. We've got 1/2 inch, 3/8, 1/4 drive, and then we've got the end that goes on one of those screwdriver bits. That should be a handy tool to have. So now you ask yourself, how much did all of this cost me? And the grand total of this is $107.34, and it says that I saved $18. I think that's where we're going to end this one. Thanks a lot for stopping by and checking this out. I know it's not the content I normally do, but we got to make the best of a impromptu work trip. Please remember to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Let me know if you like this kind of thing or like other content that I've been doing. Anyways, appreciate you stopping by, and we'll catch you in the next mess.